Today we have another interval training class, and today's going to be a little bit different than last time in that we're going to do a standing version. Standing makes it a little bit more challenging because it includes more muscle groups. It also is more difficult on your balance. So if balance is an issue, make sure you feel safe enough to do this. You can always have a chair to hold on to for a good portion of these exercises should you need it. Remember, with interval exercises, it does get our heart rate up higher. So always make sure that you are cleared by your doctor to complete something that's a little bit more intense, because we want to always have safety in the back of our minds. Okay, so this is going to be a short exercise regimen for today, but because of that, we're going to keep the intensity a little bit higher. We're going to do 30-second rounds of each interval, and the goal is to get the intensity pretty high during that 30 seconds because then we'll allow ourselves to recover in between. So if you have your chair nearby and you need to hold on to it, go ahead and do so. We're going to start with marching, okay? And so we're going to count the 30-second timer here. All right, you want to get your knees high. You can hold on if you need to. If you can't get your knees as high, maybe you want them to go faster. Any way to keep that intensity up, because we're halfway. We're going to keep here for 30 seconds total. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Let your heart rate calm back down. I like to do that and stay a little bit moving because just standing still doesn't make me feel like I'm recovering actively. So take a couple deep breaths and let your heart rate calm back down. The next round of 30 seconds is going to be punches. So after your heart rate's recovered here, we're going to go into punching intervals here, okay? So jab, side to side. Make sure you're getting some rotation in your trunk here so that you're engaging your core. And keep the effort in the punch so that you're engaging those core muscles or your arm muscles and not just kind of flipping them side to side. My hands are in a fist and I'm actively punching side to side. Here we have less than 10 seconds. Keep going. You can always pick it up and go really fast. Whatever is intense for you. Good. And shake it out. And let's let our heart rate come back down. If you need more time to recover in between, feel free to pause the video and allow yourself to get your heart rate back down before you're ready for that next bout of intensity. We're alternating between legs and arms today. So after your heart rate comes down after that last arm interval, we're going to go back to another leg workout here. Okay? So the next one's squats. You may hold on to the back of the chair if you need for balance. I'm going to do arms out in front of me. And we're going to go 30 seconds here, down and up. Okay? So remember, the intensity can come from both the speed and how deep the movement is. The further down you come here, the more muscles you're engaging. If you can't go down that far, and you're going to do mini squats, maybe picking up the speed gets your intensity a little bit higher. Okay? 3, 2, and 1. Good. And catch your breath. So like I said, we're going to be doing some alternating arm and leg workouts today. So we'll let the heart rate come back down again. Again, I just like to move kind of gently side to side to actively recover from the exercise. So I've got my timer going on my phone here. My alarm started going off. All right, a couple more seconds. We're going to go to arm push-ups in order to do the next arm workout, okay? So I've got the wall behind me. We're going to do these up against the wall because they're a little bit less intense and we can go 30 seconds then. Okay, so line yourself up on the wall. The further your feet are away, the more difficult the push-up. So when you're close, Not as difficult, more difficult. Okay, so you're gonna have to figure out where along the wall is going to be good for you in order to get your push-ups in. We're gonna do 30 seconds here. Don't hit your face on the wall. Halfway. Five seconds left. Okay, good. And shake it out. I find that the upper body ones are more tiring because those are a smaller muscle group, but that the lower body ones get my heart rate up higher because you're engaging those bigger muscle groups. So let's let our heart rate calm back down. On this break here, you just want to stay a little bit actively moving to let those muscles recover and allow your heart rate to come back down. Again, pause if you need to take a water break, go ahead and do so. You can always make these exercises harder by having some hand weights whenever we do the punching, or even the squats. Squatting while holding hand weights does make it a little more challenging. Okay, so the next arm move we're going to do an alternating shoulder press. So arms at your side, and we're just going to punch up to the ceiling. Okay, 30-second intervals here. Ready? And go. A weight here would also make it more challenging. If you need to sit for your balance, you can do so. And keep going. Get all the way straight up at the end there. You can see from the side, I just hit the ceiling. I'm trying to punch up right next to my ears. Good. And stop. And shake it out. I did 2 back-to-back arms there. So we're going to do 2 back-to-back legs to wrap it up. All right, the next one we have here is marching. So we're going to go, again, back to high knees. 30 seconds. Let me set my timer. All right. And here we go. High knee, stay in control. You can pick it up faster. We've got just under 20 seconds. Good. Get those knees up. Keep it moving. You only have to go 30 seconds, so keep it intense. 5 seconds left. 2 and 1. Good. And let's let that recovery occur next. A couple deep breaths. That helps your heart rate come back down as well. And breathe. You can always stretch it out in between. If your arms are a little sore from the arm one, because we're going to do one more set of squats here. Okay. So last one here. You can hold on to the chair again if you need. I'm going to face forward. I like my arms forward for balance. Remember with the squats, your hips are going back. I don't want to see your knees coming forward over your toes. It's not good for your knees. All right, so 30 seconds here. Good, keep good form. You want to go quickly, but not at any chance you're going to hurt something or lose your balance because you're losing form. Keep breathing. Almost done. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Nice work. That's one full round. We're going to go through and do that one more time. Okay? So our heart rates come back down again. Just like to stay moving for that active recovery. A couple deep breaths. We're going to start from the beginning again. So we started with legs. We ended with legs. We're starting with them again. We're going to do marches and then punches. All right? What you should see over time is that your recovery gets faster and faster. All right? 30 seconds marches again. Ready? And go. High knees. Keep it going. And we'll get that pace up if you can. Or get the intensity up by getting those knees higher. Okay, both are options to keep the intensity up. Both will get your heart rate going. You can't go as high and go as fast. So find what works for you. Good, and rest. Good, catch your breath. Arms are next. We're going to do punches. Cross-body punches. So a couple deep breaths here. One more. All right. Cross-body punch, 30 seconds here. And go. Good. Keep your abdominal muscles engaged for this. So they're kind of staying tight. You're still breathing though. And they're just controlling that trunk motion a little bit side to side. We're halfway, so you can pick up the intensity or just keep it at the level you were at. Whatever is sustainable for the 30 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And shake those arms out. Another round of squats. Okay, catch your breath first. A couple deep breaths here. Good. And remember, you can always pause. Take a break here. You really want your heart rate to come back down again. Enough that you can feel like you can push it for the upcoming 30 seconds. It doesn't have to come all the way back down to resting. But you should feel recovered enough that those next 30 seconds are manageable. Okay? So squats again next. Remember that good form. Chairs here if you need to hold on for balance. Okay? We're going down and up. Good form. I find that putting my arms forward helps me keep my balance. My head stays up. My chest stays up. But I am bending forward so that my hips are going back. And I'm not doing this motion. Okay, we've got 5 seconds left. And 1. Good. And shake out those legs. Couple breaths here. We're going to go back to our wall push-ups. Okay? Your hands should always be at about shoulder height when you're going to do that. Remember how close your feet are to the wall determine how difficult the push-up is. A couple more deep breaths here. Warming up. It's a cold day in Pittsburgh today, so I've got long sleeves on, but this is getting me warmed up now. All right. I'm going to turn around. Let's do hands on the wall. Okay, remember hands are at about shoulder height. Feet back to a level that's challenging for you, but not too tough. And begin. Halfway. almost there. Good. And shake those arms out. Okay, we just did arms. So next is legs, which for these intervals are marches and squats. That's what we got for today. So breathe. Let your heart rate come back down. We're going to go back into marches, 30 seconds here. Hands up and go. Good. So we've only got a couple rounds left. Keep your intensity up. Fully recover on those recoveries so you can make it all the way to the end. You don't have to put a lot of time into your workout today. I think this one ends up only being like 15 minutes or so. But still get you going. Good. Remember, keep it even faster if you can. Good. And relax. A couple deep breaths here. Next we've got alternating shoulder punches, okay? So when your heart rate calms down, you cut your breath a little bit. We're going to arms up at the side, okay? And we're going to alternately punch towards the ceiling. You can hold a can of corn in each hand or a weight, something that gives you an extra little bit of resistance. We are going 30 seconds here, so it does tire out those shoulder muscles because of the duration. I have a slight bend in my knees here too. I think it's better to keep your upper body posture when you've got a little give in the knees. Good. And relax. All right. We got one more round of squats. And you guys get to recover for today. All right. That heart rate come back down. One more round, okay? So give it all you got for this one. We got 30 seconds and go. Keep breathing. Never hold your breath. You can hold on for balance, but don't hold your breath. Go down as far as you safely can. Really get the intensity up there. You got less than 10 seconds. 5, 3, and 1. Whew. All right. Walk it out a little bit. And let your heart rate come back down. Nice job. So a little bit higher intensity because we're standing. And those fast bouts get the heart rate going for shorter intervals. And then you get a shorter workout because the intensity level's higher. You can come forward. Have a seat in your chair. And just make sure you properly cool down after an intense exercise like that. Catch your breath. You can always roll the shoulders out. And again, get a little stretch from side to side here. Good. Deep breath, arms up. And exhale. Thanks so much for joining me on this standing interval workout, and we hope to see you in another one of our sessions.